I said that I went to say, oh, that'll be a breeze this morning, but in my head I switched it to piece of cake, like in the middle of it coming out. So I said that'll be a cake instead of that'll be a piece of cake or a breeze. That'll be a cake.
That'll be a cake.
There she is.
Guess who our guest is?
We can't hear you.
Oh, you can't hear me?
Oh, there you
Oh,
are.
now we can.
You were just speechless.
I'm speechless over our gift.
I like your hat.
Thank you. My
Who's
friend
Jackson Hole?
Jackson Hole. That's me. Probably.
You know, I went to Jackson Hole in October.
I thought you did. And I was going to say, since we were talking about traveling a little bit on this one, then I was like, I'll represent somewhere I haven't been.
I need that. Also, do you see that her
Oh, yeah.
eyebrows are
It's giving you eyebrows. Do you have
Oh,
an
it is?
eyebrow filter on?
they're like, do you see that?
Oh, how do I fix that?
I don't know. Is it the glare?
No,
No,
I
I
think,
think it's your Zoom.
I think your Zoom has an eyebrow filter on.
Maybe I should leave it on. I didn't even realize.
Leave
But
it.
maybe I need it.
I say leave it.
Well, Chelsea,
Let's
you
leave
got
it
to
for
say.
the pod.
Leave it for the pod.
Leave it for the pod.
I missed you guys.
Needless to say, we have a lot to talk about.
Yes. Yes, we do. Guest of honor.
It has been a little bit
Yeah.
since you guys have potted.
It's been like a month, maybe, or 3 weeks or something.
A much deserved break.
How are you doing?
You took the holidays off.
Yeah, we took the
Took
holidays.
the holidays off, as we will always.
Get used to it, folks.
Get used to it. We need a break too, okay?
How are you doing?
Doing good, doing really good. I don't think I'm really meant to take off that long of time from normal life. I feel like getting back into normal life today, I was like very shell shocked.
Because last week you were busy on a project, and then
Yeah.
you guys were gone before that.
Yeah, we were gone over Christmas and then came back and then did that project of painting for a week at the KH. And
Yeah.
now then it's like one holiday, then the next holiday. So then this weekend we had company. And now I'm like very much like I want to get back into real life, but I'm also like, I don't even know where to begin.
Yeah.
I was assuming that maybe the Pull 2 blog would have some suggestions on how to get back into life.
Oh. Yeah,
I don't know if you've heard
I don't
of
know
it.
if I'm an expert on that. Not that I'm an expert on anything, but I don't
Or
know
maybe
if I have anything to say on how to get back to life.
Right. How do we do it, Chelsea? Tell the crowd.
Hey guys. Hey, hey,
Hey,
hey,
Ty.
hey, tribe. I just want to.
Hey, tribe.
I just want to tell you how to get back to life after a long vacation.
I'm super excited about.
Do you know what I do? I plan a whole day of doing nothing. That's what I do. I literally do that. I always need a day after we get back to like not do anything aside from like putting stuff away and not being around people. Like I just
Decompress.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's funny because I feel like you always hear about that, right? Like people always, when you're growing up, they're like, you need a vacation from your vacation. And I was always like, what? But once I turned that 35-year mark,
You're like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah.
Especially after COVID. It was so weird after COVID now, socializing. I want to see people and be around people. And then afterwards, I'm like, why am I so tired?
I know.
It's a
Yeah.
lot.
I mean, that's how I've always felt, but yeah.
That's been nothing new for Chelsea.
It's been new for me though. I don't like.
Yeah.
I feel like right now I'm the most tired I've been in a long time because I feel
Really?
like we've just been going and I've had a couple of big projects and
This
I'm
is the thing about Jake.
pretty
though.
shot. I'm pretty shot right now.
This is the thing about Jake, though.
Listen up, tribe. I'm
if you if you asked Jake tomorrow the same, or if we were having this conversation tomorrow
yeah,
and he didn't feel tired in the moment, he would not be saying that.
not say it.
No, here's what it
Yeah,
is.
I would never know that you were tired because you're like, hey, let's pod, get it going. And I'm
He is.
like,
Well,
how does this dude do this?
we gotta get it going. I just like I was working today and I was just done. Like I just have been so I just feel like I haven't had a lot of time to
Yeah,
just breathe.
yeah.
And I feel really shot and I don't have much energy.
Yeah.
Jeremy called me right now and said I have tickets to the Knicks tonight in the city. I'd go.
Yeah.
It's like
Like that would be the only thing
no,
you could
that's just one
muster.
scenario.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just like I don't know how to like manage my um tiredness. But then a lot of nights, which is new for me since COVID, is that I'm home. Like I just go to bed early. I don't stay up,
Yeah.
all that.
So like
Well,
if he does nothing tonight though, and then he'll be totally recouped and
fine.
rested and yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll be better.
he'll be totally fine. He has been like every single day nonstop. Like
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
he just needs a
Because
little.
you were like on a trip and working projects for work, you mean? Like every day, every evening.
Yeah, even on
Yeah.
Sunday.
Sunday I had to
We
work.
had assembly on Saturday, so then
Oh,
Sunday
you did? Okay.
we
Okay.
worked, and then we actually do a little job on Sundays.
Yeah, so we had
So we did.
Oh,
I wrapped
okay.
up a job on Sunday or part of yeah, it's just been a lot of work and a lot of
Yeah.
Not that the listeners care about any of this, but
Right.
Jake
I
has been
need
tired.
Jake's tired, which is not normal. Not normal.
I'm fine.
Jake is normally the one that's like rootin' tootin', ready to go, always scooting, always scooting.
Always scooting.
So it's kind of a funny way to go into a new year, but I guess it doesn't really matter. I think
No,
more
we
it's
gotta
just
get
winter.
pumped about the pod.
It's just winter. Like
Oh, as soon as it got dark early, this is the first year ever that I feel like I told Darren, I'm like, I truly feel like now I understand what people are like saying when they're like, it gets dark early, so I'm like in a seasonal depression. I don't think I've ever had that before. I thought I was just like, yeah, it gets dark early. That sucks. This time it's like 5:30 and I'm legitimately like, I want to go lay down.
Yeah. You've never felt that before?
No, never.
Oh.
I always was just like, yeah, it's getting dark early. Who cares? Let's still do stuff. Now I'm like, I don't want anyone over here after 6. I don't want to leave the house. I need to be back home at 7.
well, you know what that is.
That's called me being an old bag.
Aside from that.
You said no, I
So
was gonna
other
kind of
things.
say I was gonna say over 40, but yeah, old bag is
Oh
another way
my
to
gosh.
put it.
I do think I'm struggling. We sound so annoying. We're like, and so like
And
I'm tired.
I'm tired.
And like I'm just like exhausted. I went to like 5 concerts last week. And no, we're working, okay? We're working. But no, I do feel
Yeah.
like I wanted to go into the new year like, with like a bang. Like we're gonna record the pod, we're gonna continue. We took some time off. Let's go. And I went and did that project and like for some reason, just like also the non-activity, like I know people talk about it, like when you're on vacation, you should still like go on a walk, go on a run, like work out, whatever. And I feel like I haven't went and worked out or done a run or anything active since Christmas, the
Yeah.
holiday that frame, and then now till today. And I was like, if I don't get out of the house and do something active today, I can tell like my brain is like, hey, funny story, you don't produce those chemicals alone. And so it's weird that you're still not doing anything like we
Yeah.
learned. So I'm like, okay, I need to like go to the gym or do something, you know?
Yeah.
I saw a meme that was like like Ryan Gosling and it just said like I already messed up 2024. Here's to 2025. And then I felt that way because yesterday I didn't do my daily reading and I didn't do the text and I was like I started the and it's all the things it was like started the first was on a Monday. All the
I
things
love it. I
should have
already messed up 2020.
Yeah, I already skipped all the things on the first day. So
Yeah.
here's to 2025.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
But
That'll be the name of the pod. I already messed up 2024.
I already missed.
That's perfect.
There we go.
Yeah,
Well,
so speaking of the pod,
yeah. What do you got?
this is the three of us. We are like the homies, our editor, the Potters.
I
We're
think
all here.
I think that
We're
the
all here.
audience has the right to know, though, that I actually have not been editing the pod for quite a while now.
What?
Jake has been doing it because I haven't had the time.
Because she's tired.
No, because I haven't had the time.
I know.
Is this because you're making it big with the blog?
No. No.
Is this where
I
she
just
tells us that she's quitting? Is this like one of those pods where I'm the last to know and Chelsea's like, this is my retirement from the pod.
I'm done. I will never be here again.
She'll always be here. And this is the first time we got her as a guest. So it's pretty
Yeah,
big.
I'm excited.
This is kind of like her saying, I'm
actually-
still here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
But-
actually not, I don't consider myself a guest because, like, when you have
That's
guests,
true.
you interview them and it's kind of all about like the guest.
Yeah.
And that's not really what I just really liked the thought of a recapping and talking about how this all started.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know what you guys were planning on talking about, but I wanted to
That's
be
pretty
here
much
for it.
what it was. That's pretty much what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Recap the,
Yeah, and I do
recap
feel
the
like
last part of the year and then talk about our goals for 24.
yeah.
Do you
But I
have
do feel like it's nice to start off the new year and it be like the three of us because it has, I mean, even if you're not editing, Chelsea, everybody hears your name all the time in the podcast. Like we're always like, edit that out, Chelsea.
yeah,
Well,
can you just keep saying that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll say that.
When
Cut it,
Chelsea was
Chelsea.
doing this, when Chelsea was doing that, Chelsea's gonna be mad that we did that. You know, it's like you're always on the pod, kind of.
Well, I am always sitting right here.
Right.
I'm usually laying.
She's
Sometimes
laying
I
right
fall
here
asleep.
and I'm right there doing
Yeah.
the pod.
Doing the pod.
We'll
Yeah.
still say that.
I'm your
and
number one fan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Always number one.
So you and then Amanda Valmont and then Danica.
Oh, Sarah. Sarah listens every week.
Sarah.
Yeah.
Sarah too.
When I was at our project, I talked to Brian Kidwell's wife,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
and she was like, I listened to the pod, and I was like, what did you think about it? She was like, I love it. I love it. It's like you're just listening
Aw.
to people talk. And I was like, oh, thank goodness.
Oh, that's cool.
What episode did you listen to? And she couldn't remember, but I did tell her, I was like, you got to listen to Beckham, baby. You got to go back and listen to Beckham.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but I feel like I love that one. Just talking about that was cool.
What's your favorite episode we've done
Oh, that's a good question.
so far?
That's really good.
I have to look at the list.
Yeah, let me look at the list because I feel like there's quite a few that like.
I have 3 that come to mind.
Yeah, I feel like I know your number one though.
What's my number 1?
The one with Ryan.
Brian.
Probably Ryan. And
Yeah.
then
The music episode.
Jeremy, obviously Jeremy, sorry Jeremy. But also here's what my first thought was.
Yeah.
Ryan, Lindsay.
Lindsay's was really fun.
Lindsay was good. And then I don't know, I think it was the second one with Jenna where it was just like really long. It was like an hour and 20 minutes.
Was that
long.
Hot Mess Express? Was
Hot
that
Mess.
Yeah,
Just-
was that one?
Oh, I think so.
One of
yeah,
the ones
'cause
with Jenna was really, or
Because
they
part
were.
one is when you got sick.
Yeah, so I think like the second part of
Yeah.
Yeah.
the Jenna one was pretty fun. But I think they've all
okay,
been
the one where Jake is sick. It was the one after that, laughing our butts off Icelandic style.
Yeah.
My yoga mat is still down. If you could wrap that up.
Oh, I love that one.
Devin.
Yeah, shout out Devin.
Shout out to Devin.
Honestly,
Um,
it's so hard to pick because every person has been awesome. Every
Yeah.
episode has been different. I feel like it always kind of comes back to music.
Yeah.
Like some sort of pop culture in the
Some
mix.
sort of documentary.
I
or movie.
really miss Tea with Lee. I feel like Tea with Lee is supposed to
Oh,
be a segment that we have all the time, and
yes.
we've only
Yeah.
seen her once. So
Let's get
bring
Lee
tea
back
with
on the pod.
me
Bring,
back.
Yeah.
bring Lee back.
I know she's got a very heavy plate and has so much going on all the time. But I know she loved it and she wants to do it again. I think we all are trying to pick our battles with where we can like spend time emotionally, mentally.
Yeah.
She's doing her best, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
She's
Well,
amazing.
as long
I
as she
wanna-
knows we loved her and miss her.
Yeah. Okay. So
And
yeah, shout out Lee. Get back on the pod if you know it's best for you.
also, I have to say, like, when this idea of the podcast was thrown out there in the first place
Yeah.
in July, I did not think it was going to happen. So
Mhm.
when you guys actually made a plan to like record the first podcast, because remember you kept trying and it just wasn't working.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, I mean, is this actually gonna? I think I messaged you that. I was
Yeah.
like, are you guys
Chelsea
actually?
was like, is this really happening?
Because we stayed out late, all of us. And then the next morning it was like drive an hour to Milas's on a Monday. And I was like, heck
Oh.
no.
So the fact that this even like became something
Yeah.
is amazing to me.
I was going to ask you guys about that. That was one of the things I was going to ask for our recap for today.
What's
Would
that?
be, did you think that, first of all, we didn't even go into the weekend thinking we were going to start a podcast. Let's be clear. We were like just going to float down the river. That was it.
Yeah.
And then it was like, no, we're going to do a podcast. And then Jake was like, are you ready? Here's the login. And I'm like,
What? I
like,
mean,
I'm with Chelsea. I was kind of like, okay, we'll do our best. But Jake was
say-
not.
I also think that's why I was so like when you guys were like, Darren's gonna do this and Chelsea's gonna do this, and I was like, yeah, sure, why not?
Sure.
Like,
I
and
love to do that, guys.
and then it was like, oh no, like we're recording at this time, you have to be there. Okay. Oh, and then you need to edit it. And I'm like, oh, okay. And after like the third episode, I was like, is this like a new job? Like,
Wait, is this like a ploy to remove me from all other activities?
I mean, I know that I said yes, but I'm not really sure how this actually happened.
Right.
Like it's taking me hours to edit podcasts on the weekend, and I'm like, my brain is
How did I get roped into this?
so confused.
Yeah. There was a lot of follow through that actually followed through.
That we did not think was going to follow.
Yeah, we aren't the
Kind
biggest
of
follow throughers.
Right. It's kind of impressive.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing for too. I agree. I don't think I'm good at that. And anytime someone asks about the pod, I always am like, I love the pod. It's so fun. And I'm like, but I give all credit to Jake because I'm so bad at follow through and procrastination. And it'll be like the beginning of the week. And he's like, when are we podding? And I'm like, man, this dude is relentless.
Don't take this the wrong way.
He's like, I'm sick, but
Don't-
we're doing it. And I'm like, you can be sick. It's cool. He's like, no, dog, we're doing it.
Don't take this the wrong way.
Yeah.
But I've said the
Everyone
thing
knows I'm awful.
okay, no, not awful. I said the thing that makes Melissa great is also the thing that makes it really hard to like
schedule
a pod with her. Like all the
Yeah.
reasons why everyone likes to hear you and like listen to the pod are all the same reasons
Because
why
the charger
trying
is
to,
nowhere
like-
be found.
yeah,
My laptop is gone for no
exactly.
reason
even
You're like, I'm ready. I'm also at the
on a
gym, but
conference call.
or
I'm on a
today we had deja vu because it was like I'm on the phone with my mom. I'm helping my mom make a return. I'm like, I feel like this has happened before.
It
Should we talk
absolutely
about
has.
this?
And we've done this 3 times. Eddie Bauer winter boots. We've done it 3 times now.
wow.
Amazon.
She's gotta find the
Eddie
right
Bauer.
ones. She's gotta find the right ones. Yeah.
I like the right ones. And I'm like, Mom, I'm on. Also, Darren borrowed my laptop this morning and he didn't tell me. And then he messaged me and he was like, hey, by the way, I've got your laptop. I was updating NW Publisher. And I was like, here we go. And he was like, is that okay? And I was like, I'm not gonna lie. I need that baby back home. I need her back home.
Because you're on your phone right now, right?
Jake. No, I'm on my laptop right
Why
now.
is it
Why are you
moving?
holding it?
I'm holding it with my hands because it's kind of like if it's not, it's like this. Is this fine?
I mean, that's really cute. Just keep it there.
Let me see if I can adjust. Because I like it to be looking, not like this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You don't have anything to set it on? Ooh.
I mean, I do, but
Here we are.
Here we are. You know
okay.
what? Who
How
cares?
about this?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, cutie girl.
Yeah, cutie girl's still here.
She's such a cutie girl.
Okay, well,
All right, well, wrap it up.
anyways, I gotta go. No, I'm tired, so I gotta.
I'm so tired.
Are we actually going to talk about anything of substance?
Yeah, no, I was just joking.
Yeah, no, we'll have to cut some of this, Chelsea.
What's your let's do travel, book, music. What are your where do you hope to maybe go this year? What is your book plan?
Yeah.
Let's do this workout plan, and where do you feel like you're going musically with what you listen to?
Okay.
You can take
Okay.
one or all four.
That was 4.
That was a lot.
Travel, book, music, and workout.
Oh, okay. Like
Okay,
goals
so
for 2024?
Thoughts,
Okay.
so
Intentions.
maybe we'll do
intentions of the heart.
if you're listening to the pod, then you need we'll put in the caption we'll put fast forward to minute 20 so you can actually hear the substance of the pod because now we're just starting.
Perfect.
Okay. So I feel like my goal, well, I have the Ladder app. I think I told you about that, right? If you
No,
have social media, you
maybe.
probably have seen this app. It's called Ladder. Never mind Darren's um
Um,
beard face, but that's the app is
okay.
Ladder. It's yellow. And it's a workout app and it has like a bunch of different trainers and like they all have different things. Like you can do like yoga, you can do Pilates based, you can do weight based, whatever.
Cool.
Yeah, so I did a trial about 6 or 7 months ago, and I've been on it ever since. So it's the only app I've ever used for working out that I was consistent with it.
Do you have to pay for it?
So, yeah, so after you do the trial, you can I think mine's $29.99 a month.
Oh,
And then they have
So
they
you
right now
use it at the gym? Like you get a workout and then you go to the gym and do the workout?
yeah, so you'll get like this little pop-up that's like Coach Leslie is ready to work out, whatever. And so basically it has Monday through Sunday. And I think it's been really good for me because having ADD, I get really, really bored at the gym right away. So I'll do like all different exercises, and I've always been like that. So a big reason why I liked it is because they were like, "Are you tired of not seeing the results that you feel like you should see?" Well, so if you are someone like me who has ADD and you work out a lot because you know it's good for you and it's good for your brain, and it releases those chemicals, right? That like I'm could probably get with the medication, but so far that's not going well. Um, then working out and lifting heavy weights has been amazing. And
hmm.
so that's what I like to do on that app. And she just, or whoever you choose, will tell you what to do. So I think I did the first coach for like 3 months. And it was he used to be a pro skateboarder and he does like all kettlebell workouts. So I learned a ton about kettlebells, how to do the workouts with them. And then I switched and after 3 months, you know, you can after you've done it a while, they will allow you a little bit of leeway with choosing your coach. So
Hmm.
now I've been with last 3 months, I'd say I've been with a new coach, which is a girl coach. And
Is
it's
it
been going great.
interactive with them or it's just like preset?
You can interact with them like in the group, like you're basically like on a team.
Oh, okay.
So I don't post anything and I don't talk in the chat about anything, but I just get on there and I just do the workout. So you basically click on the workout for that day and you go through everything and you can pause, you can fast forward, the whole 9 yards. It's great. I love it. If people, yeah, we're not getting sponsored, but that's my workout plan is to keep being consistent with that. And it's been really, really, really good for me to have someone else tell me what to do
Yeah.
because I don't have the ability to strategically make my workouts every day. I would much rather have someone tell me what to do.
Yeah.
So
So
that's pretty
pause
great.
workout for a second. Did you listen to the Huberman on ADHD? The Huberman
Ooh,
pod.
no. I
Huh?
love Huberman Lab. I haven't. Should I?
It's like 2 years old, but it was like a deep dive. It's like 2 hours, but he
Oh, I'm
just
in.
he goes through um how it used to be called ADD and now it's called ADHD,
Okay.
the brain chemistry of it, the what the what the strengths of the person are, what their weaknesses are, why it's hard, why some things are
Okay.
hard, why some things are really good for them. And
What
he
is
talks
it? Does
about,
it mention working out at all?
yeah, I think
Okay.
Huberman's always going to go back to diet and exercise with whatever the topic is, and that's kind of where he went with that. It was and like calm them down, or like that's why like Adderall is like huge. It's like a crazy upper for people, but like if you have
Yeah.
ADHD, it's not. It kind of like evens. And I don't know what your experience, but just like he just kind of goes into all of that a little
Well,
bit.
that's kind of interesting because I know because I tried Adderall. I've been on a couple different ADD medications. And because there's like subtypes to it, right? So it's like you might have ADD, you might have ADHD, and it could be like one of different 8 ones.
Or it's
Or
like I've heard it called like a spectrum.
yeah. Oh, I'm definitely on the spectrum. See my eyebrows?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've been watching them.
Mm-hmm.
They're wild. They're
I love
wild.
I
Couple of
love them.
I love
caterpillars.
them. I love them. I
Yeah.
want them all the time.
Mhm.
Oh, Huberman ADHD. Okay, found it.
Yeah.
How anyone can improve their focus. Oh, there's a bunch. Whoa. Okay. I'll be deep diving those later.
Yeah. And we'll put them right here at the bottom. I'm
Do
just
you
gonna
know-
start doing that because I'm editing, so I'll just do this.
Yeah.
They'll be right here,
Right next to Melissa's eyebrows.
right by my eyebrows. Okay, go for your workout. I think
Um,
we'll perfect.
Chelsea, what are your workout goals for 24?
So, did I make a workout goal? I did actually list out goals yesterday.
Okay.
Oh, can you hand me my book?
Yep.
I might have made a workout goal. I don't remember, which is sad.
But there may have been one.
There might have been one.
We don't know.
Oh, I'm gonna stretch every day.
Stretch every day.
That's my workout goal.
Oh, okay.
Because
That's
I,
good.
yeah, I feel like mobility is probably my biggest thing because I don't struggle to like maintain a workout schedule.
Yeah.
Okay, you're like,
But
I'm working, I'm walking, I'm doing the
yeah,
lifting.
and I feel good about what we do. So,
Yeah.
but stretching, like
Okay.
I definitely could improve, and you really don't need to spend that much time. So I feel like I have been, I mean, it's been 2 days, but
But she did
Renee.
she hiked yesterday and we worked out this morning. So she's 2 for 2.
but with the stretching, I just set my alarm on my phone for 5 minutes, and I I force myself,
Oh, okay.
which I actually started that before the first. Is today the second? Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's only a 5 minute stretch.
It's just 5 minutes. Yeah. But it's so funny because so I have been doing it for a little bit, trying to do it every day. But yesterday I like set my alarm for 5 minutes and I was eating chips and I'm like, I don't really want to be eating chips while I'm stretching. So I like put my chips on the counter and then I went back to stretching. But then in the middle of the stretching, I was like, oh, I want a chip without even thinking about it. And I like walked over and started eating a chip. And I'm like, I'm supposed to be stretching right now.
I'm supposed to be
5 minutes,
stretching.
like 5 minutes. I should be able to just stretch for 5 minutes.
Because it's really sad because they'll be like, that thing on Instagram, it keeps being like, we need 30 women that want to disconnect from the world and
Yes.
come back a new woman.
Oh, I don't get those.
I
I'm
saw
like,
that the other day.
feeling very attacked, feeling very attacked, feeling very pigeonholed, if you will. But it's true though, because they'll
You
be like,
said yes.
yeah. And then I was like, sign me up.
I want to do that.
Yeah. Or they'll be like, do you want to micro learn instead of being on Instagram?
Oh,
And
I
I'm
get
like,
those.
no,
Really?
Nope.
No.
bye.
I'm not on this app to learn. I'm on this app to zone out for
I want to zone
45
out. I
minutes.
want to read about somebody's kid in the woods with their dog for an hour. for no reason. And then little Jimmy couldn't find Toto. Anyway,
All right.
It's always little Jimmy.
it's
There's
always
always a little Jimmy somewhere.
always out there running around, getting crazy.
I want to meet little Jimmy.
For me, we work out Tuesday, Friday.
Yeah.
During the school year, we play basketball on Mondays.
Oh, nice.
So maybe add 1 or 2 days of, because sometimes I'll do 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 air
Okay.
squats.
Okay.
You could do that twice a week on top of that. I think that would be good because it only takes like 15 minutes and you get pretty like,
Okay. Well, now you're just bragging. You can do 100 push-ups in 5 minutes. How
I've
long?
timed it
Oh, well,
before.
actually,
I've
yeah.
timed it before.
Oh, okay.
It's like
Okay.
15 minutes for all three.
Okay.
But I'll
Okay.
do like 20, 20, 20. But yeah, no, I can do it in like 15.
Okay, I feel like that what you mentioned that you're doing is something that like somebody who's like 80 years old but in super super good shape, they always say they do stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
my dad's like, I do 50 crunches every morning and I do 10 push-ups.
Yeah.
And I'm like, cool, dad. But if you're doing like 50, 50, 50 or every other day when you're not working out, you're doing those things,
Yeah.
there's something to be said for it. I feel like there's always like that older,
It's
you
true.
know,
It is like
that's
an
where
old
you're,
guy thing.
yeah, but you're headed there. You're headed to be like that good.
He might as well do it in shape.
Yeah, that's what
I'll
I
do
mean.
it.
Like if you're starting it already now,
Yeah.
mom is calling me from her cell phone right now. I won't answer. I'm telling you, there's probably a problem with the return.
Yeah, probably.
But I did in November, I did like a whole thing and I lost 20 pounds and
Yes.
I've gained like 7 back.
I
So
mean, that's not that
not
much.
terrible, but I want to lose another 20 this year. So that means,
Is that your goal?
yeah, I want to get down 20 more pounds.
Okay.
So that means I have to lose 27 pounds this year.
Okay. Chelsea is getting ready to just, I mean, bona fide hottie coming at you. 12 pack.
No, I definitely
Get
would go back.
ready.
I would have to lose like 50 more pounds.
Okay. You're not Jake, really? Let's be reasonable.
I was 250. I got down to 230. I'm 237 this morning. I want to get
Okay.
down to 210.
Okay, that seems reasonable.
Yeah.
So that's my goal, 210. I'm also not going to shave until June 1st.
Oh yeah.
I decided
That beard
Add a
coming
little
in.
weight.
that's
to
going to
your-
add weight. So I have to actually
That's
lose
gonna
like,
add at least 25
I have to
pounds.
get down to like 208 to cut
Okay.
2 pounds of my
Can you imagine just the new Jake, bearded, ripped to shreds,
still bald.
100 push-ups.
He's gonna be a different man.
He's gonna be a different man. Ugh.
That's my
Listeners, he's taken.
That's
Okay.
right.
That's right.
so that's our workout goals. Hey,
Hello.
buddy.
Yeah, you
Hey
there.
guys,
Hi.
Hey, man.
Are you
going
gonna
on?
are you gonna join us?
You gonna join us for the rest?
As much as I would love to, I got to go back to work. I was just stopping here because I just did a bank deposit and stuff.
Look at that beard. It's so luscious.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
you've got a nice beard going on.
It's so gray.
I like that the dark part actually goes down like handlebars.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, only way I can look cool. The only dark part.
Baby, did you put eyebrows on yourself? Because
That's
there's eyebrows on me.
that's how ingrained the white trash is in me. That
Yeah.
it's
It
in my
knows.
genetic code.
It knows.
It's in your genetic code.
So I'm not gonna shave till June 1st. That's my goal.
He just started.
I just decided.
yesterday.
Just
You
started.
did?
Yeah.
Okay.
I shaved Saturday, so
Oh yeah.
Nice.
I'm gonna go for it.
I think you're gonna look good with the beard.
It's pretty full, so
Yeah, well, get ready because he's also about to lose 20 pounds, he says.
that's the goal.
Oh, you can do it. I have no question. I don't doubt that at all.
So
There's
one
no
other
big
thing that
no.
was one other thing that was possibly on the agenda was a half marathon in Brooklyn. And
Whoa.
I'm not committed yet because I want to make sure because Chelsea made a good point. It's like if you get hurt, you can't work.
Yeah.
And it would,
Not that I think he will get hurt, but I just feel like I just know like he's not always the best at like training and like stretching and taking care of.
Yeah.
And so I feel like he'll commit to it and just go for it and maybe break a foot.
I'll commit to it. I'll go
And that
for
would
it.
be horrible.
And I'll
Okay,
do it.
I do feel like Darren is very similar.
Yeah.
That it would be every night. I'd be like, are you icing your Achilles? Are you stretching? Are you wearing your foot brace?
Yeah.
Oh man, I forgot.
And the answer is always no.
We
Yeah.
should do the half marathon though, and you and Darren do a podcast about training. Like once a month, you guys have to talk about, are you taking care of yourself?
We should start a new podcast, just me and Darren, called "Are You Taking Care of Yourself?" And we'll just talk about. I'm
that's
down.
amazing.
I'll make time in the
How
winter.
many podcasts are you gonna have?
We'll have this
Jake
one, and
has
then
so
me and
many
Darren
pods.
one called "Are You Taking Care of Yourself?" And we'll just talk.
I love that.
Once a month, we'll do a side episode where me and Darren talk about whether we're taking care of ourselves or not.
That would be very, very cool. Because a lot of guys are like that. I think a lot of guys are like that.
All right. And then
They're
we'll have a
very
guest
all or
on and be
nothing.
like, are you taking care of yourself? And then we'll go from there.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Just once a month is no pressure. That's
It's
kind
like
of like
it's like a
nice
check.
little check-in with your buddy
Little
type.
check.
A little check.
What do you say, Darren?
I mean, it's worth it. I think it'd be cool to try.
And it'll be more like
what I'm doing, but
focused on like nutrition, workouts, mental, all that.
Yeah.
Spiritual. Like we'll just do like, are you taking care of yourself? And then
that would be so cool.
all right.
What if you're listening in, what do you guys think? Would you men listeners out there want to hear about this?
Let us know.
I mean, I want to hear it.
I want to hear it. I want to hear what you guys are talking about and saying.
And then Chelsea will just be in the background going, no.
That's not true.
I'm just kidding.
He didn't do it.
He didn't do it. He's lying. He didn't.
No, I think that's the deal though, is that you guys have to be honest, and then we don't care. We trust that you are going to be honest.
All right. Are you taking care of yourself with Jake and Darren?
Are these going to be like
Darren and Jake
under a float pod episode 1, but it'll be like
it'll be like
so it's like a Substack.
Dax has like armchair expert, but then he's got like all these other pods.
Oh my gosh, we are just raging with ideas. 2024 coming
2024 is coming in hot. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Darren said that he was so tired when he did his Portugal pod that he wouldn't mind doing another pod like about music or something, because he had just gotten over being sick. And
I have not listened to that episode, but I'm sure I didn't do well.
No, you did awesome.
No, you were good. All right. Well, we did a new pod, so we're going to get that started.
This was a successful just hop in, say hi, visit.
I know. We started a new podcast.
Yeah.
Look for
All right, I got to get back to work. Bye.
Right.
Love y'all.
Bye.
Love you.
Bye. Love you. See you later, Leather.
Bye, honey.
Bye, honey.
All right. So we have books.
So good.
We have books, music, and travel left. Let's do travel first. Where are you going this year? What's the plan?
Okay, where are we going this year? Well, we want to go to Nicaragua. We wanted to go with you guys, but obviously that's not going to work out because of the timing. But I definitely am hoping that we maybe could get accepted to an international, and I would love for that to finally be Paris. I've never been to Paris. I know I'll get flack. Paris, schmaris. I want to go to stinking Paris. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think you'll get flack. Will you?
You will. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like people are so weird. It's like, oh, Paris, they're snobs. All people say this.
People don't listen to people.
Don't ever listen to people.
Paris is amazing.
Yeah, we loved it.
You did?
Yeah.
Agriculture. I mean, just all of it.
I think we drove around France, and that was one of the coolest things we've done, probably. Like,
really,
we went to Champagne, and then Paris, and then Chamonix, like in the Alps, and then we went back up to Reims. That was like incredible. We drove the whole way. We drove from London did France and then drove back to London. That was like,
That to me would be like ideal. Is you're doing it at your own pace.
yeah,
You're I would love to actually know your route. Like if you drew
yeah,
it
we'll
or
give it to you.
sent it,
Yeah, we
I would love that. That would be like a ideal trip. Like I feel like I would be so happy to do that, especially because like you're saying you went to the Alps, you did like the whole I
yeah,
would love to do a route like that, you know?
and to go to like a champagne house and go in the base, like go down like
Into the cave.
into the caves where it's all
Yeah.
the chalk and it's like made
Oh,
by monks like 1,000 years ago, and they
so
like bottle. There's like these long hallways of like hundreds of thousands of bottles just stacked, and they just sit there for like 10 years before they start the champagne process.
oh,
Um,
it's so cool.
it's like it's
That is
incredible,
so
so
awesome.
cool.
I'd love to do that.
And then Paris was just a cool city. Like it was really, we walked
Just
all around
sitting and
Paris.
people watching, even
Yeah,
like I don't even
sit
care. I just like being in the environment of
sit
it.
outside like at a cafe and have a glass of wine or like a coffee or something. It was awesome.
Yeah. So that would be somewhere for sure. Darren really, really wants to drive across the United States. He is like, I want to get in the van and I want to drive all the way to California. We want to go to Arizona and like go to some of the like more deserty places,
Yeah.
which I think would be really cool because we did that like growing up every year. And then once, we got older, we didn't do it, but you know what I'm saying? I feel like that would be really cool to do. I
Yeah.
think Derek would love that because he's not been in that part of the United States like us together driving. Would be fun.
Yeah. So Ryan, our friend of the pod, they have a an Airbnb in Joshua Tree. You guys,
Oh,
you guys could drive to that and then stay in Joshua Tree, which is like it's such a cool, it's a great spot. And then also the national park and that area is just like super cool.
okay. Let me just write this down.
Yeah.
Um,
You can just
that's
read the pod.
awesome. You what?
She said you could just listen to
You
the
could just,
pod because we're recording right now.
you could just go back and rewatch this.
But it's like, would I go to episode? I mean, what, like, where, how,
Right.
where,
Exactly.
what minute would it be at?
Exactly.
What's the name of the Airbnb? Is it on Instagram?
Yeah, Rancho.
Rancho Santana. It's a
We
very
can actually link that down
Oh,
below.
well, the link will be right here.
Ooh. Okay, yeah. Okay,
Rancho
Rancho.
de Soñadores, JT.
Nice job.
Rancho. Oh, it's right here.
You can, oh, you found it?
Yeah.
Look at that little swings out front.
Oh,
The whole
oh.
thing.
A really cool
We
little
stayed there a
house.
couple years
Don't worry,
ago.
Ryan. Don't worry, Ryan. We'll get you booked.
All right,
Yeah,
so
it's
you've got possibly across country, possibly Paris,
Yeah.
and
then
then
the Alps would be like on there
Alps.
for sure.
Cool.
Yeah. Nicaragua for sure.
Nicaragua.
And Sophie want us to go there. Yeah, see them. That would be so fun. I want to go back to Nicaragua. It's just been such a long time because the last time that we were there was right. We left when all that stuff was happening.
Yeah.
And we just haven't been able to be back since
Oh,
then.
politically?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was really sketchy and scary. Even to get home was kind of wild. And we haven't been back since, and then COVID.
Yeah.
So it's time. We want to go see them anyways. So
Yeah. Oh man. So we're gonna go to Nicaragua and we're gonna go
Okay.
to West Virginia.
Oh, I can't wait for you to be in West Virginia. We're gonna have a blast.
And we're gonna stay at that place.
Oh,
What's it called?
I can't-
the flats.
yeah, Dandy Flats.
Dandy
The Dandy
Flats.
Flats.
Yeah.
The actual like level, I feel like, of watching that process because they posted it all on Instagram,
Yeah.
So cool. And that sink, I can't get over that sink.
I'm so excited.
What sink?
The Architectural Digest, shout out to them. They need to get over there.
Yeah.
I'll show you a picture of it. Just the decor that they chose, like architecturally,
Mm.
Have you
is so cool.
Well, that's cool.
Jake doesn't even know that he's going there. He has no idea.
I know that we're going to the place that we drove by and that they went and got a drink in.
What? That's not where we're going.
Oh, it's
That's
not.
not
So then I have no idea. I thought it was that place right as you're leaving Davis on your way to Thomas on the
No.
right. There's like a
Jake's
spot.
like, all I know is that I'm staying in Stumptown and drinking beer every day. Is that what we're doing?
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Okay.
Sounds good. See you there.
Sounds good. See you there. Well then no, I don't know where we're staying. Or
It's not coming up on my float, but
we'll put a link. We'll put a link on the pod.
We're just gonna link all
we'll
the
just-
places we're staying.
We're just gonna go. This will be a very link heavy pod.
a very link heavy
Yeah.
pod.
Okay, so we've got.
Okay.
We want to go back to Washington.
Yeah.
Know
Okay.
when or for how long or where we'll go, but we kind of
I need to see my mama.
Yeah.
see the fam.
When do you want to go? When do you feel like you want to go out there? Only reason I'm saying that is because, like, at some point we're gonna have to go
Yeah.
Yeah,
visit Jenna and Devin.
and I do want to help Devin on the finishes on the house, which would be
Yeah.
like late summer, mid to late summer, and that's the best time to go to Washington.
Well, I think we would drive. Obviously, me and Jenna weren't driving, but it would be me, Jenna, my mom, my uncle, and then sometimes my grandma would be with us, and we would drive 2 days like that. Sometimes all night, they would take turns, and we would end up in Phoenix after 2 days. We
Wow.
would spend the night one night, another night, drive all night, I think. And
Yeah.
I just remember like we were gonna go to the Grand Canyon and we stopped at the Grand Canyon and they were like, all right, here's the Grand Canyon. We get out and they're like, back on the road. So it was not fun. So I think part of me wants to do it again with Darren because he'll want to stop and see stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you stop, because we did that in 2020, we like took a month and drove around the entire country. And if you
I love that.
it was so
Yeah.
much fun. And we stopped at like a bunch of national parks. We camped the entire way.
We almost killed Marley in West Virginia with a 20-mile hike.
That's when we went
On
camping.
Dolly
with you guys.
Sides.
Yeah. That
And it
was when
amazing.
that was actually the first time we spent time with you guys, with you and Darren.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was with Marley and me.
Mhm.
I remember
R.I.P.
I remember hiking in Dolly Sods with you guys, and the whole time you were like, "How much longer, Darren?" Like,
Yeah.
It was
This-
brutal.
this is-
We went down
And
to that
Darren was
river.
like, this is a really quick hike. And it
I think
wasn't.
he said, and you were dying, and I kept thinking like, "Oh, does she not hike? Like, is she not a hiker?" Because you were just like, but did you? I thought that was the coolest spot that we went to. Because it was a long river and there was that natural slide.
Yeah.
Yes. No, that was really, really cool. And that hike is very cool. I think what happens is Darren has a reputation for lying about hikes. So I just don't appreciate people lying about hikes.
You're like, I just want to know it's going to be 10 miles.
Here was the best part of
If
that.
it's going to be 10 miles, I'm down. But
Yeah.
if you tell me it's 5 and it's 10, I'm pissed.
Yeah. I actually feel like I remember him saying it's kind of a bit of a hike.
No. That wasn't Darren. That was Devin. That was a
Yeah.
Devin one.
Darren was the one that
That was
led
Darren.
us.
But they both have that reputation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a joke. Like when I would read memes and stuff that were like, when that one friend of yours says, it's just a little hike. And you have like 19 blisters and you're like calling an ambulance. And I'm like, I've never been around someone that would just lie about a hike. It's like, what's the point? Why would you ever do such a thing? And
Yeah.
then I was around Devin and he's like, we're going to do a hike that's 7 miles. And I have 2 stipulations. 1, are you lying about the mileage? 2, is it a loop or is it different scenery the whole
7
time?
miles in, 7 miles back.
Yeah. That's
7 miles out,
7 miles round trip.
back. And it was not a loop. It was out and back the same trail. I was on complete. I wanted to go insane. I was like, I can't believe this. I was like, we were like 10 miles in. And I remember I just bent over and I just put my arms on Jenna's shoulders and she was just like pulling me up this hill. And I was like, I want to kill your husband. I'm literally like, I'm on suicide watch back here.
I think just maybe if Darren or Devin say, let's go on a hike, remember that they both trail
Lie.
ride 30 miles
Yeah.
on a whim.
Yeah, no, that's accurate because they were like, oh, this is so fun. Let's go. At one point, they were even like, let's go look at this waterfall. I'm like, why? I'm on death's door over here. Like, let's be fair to the listeners. I can be active, okay? I'm not like a bump on a log, but do not tell me what to set my brain up for and then don't do it at all.
Yeah.
We're just going on a little 2-mile jaunt out to these rocks. No, it's flooded. I'm covered in mud. This has happened with Darren numerous times.
I feel
Well,
like by now you should probably know.
Yeah.
By now I should
know.
It's
a little on you.
me. It's really on me.
It's like 20 years in. You should know by now.
I know. You've been married for 20 years.
I know. 20 years in, I really should know my husband's a liar. He's a fraud.
Only when it comes to exercise.
Yeah.
Yeah. Only when it comes to exercise. Everything else, stellar dude.
Otherwise, top notch.
Amazing.
Top notch guy. But my God, the lying about the mileage.
Yeah. All right. So to wrap it up, not wrapping it up, but like to get wrapping up.
Yeah.
Books, music. What books? What's your plan for reading? Do you read?
So I'm probably not like a huge reader like Chelsea. Like I feel like Chelsea has a book on the cuff.
Most aren't.
But I do think I want to start.
Oakley did say last night that he's read 100 books. So he was kind of like disappointed with Chelsea's. Oakley?
In his life.
Our movie reviewer. He said this year that he's read 100 books.
Okay.
So
I think
Chelsea's
book goal would be really cool, but I think it would have to be like Chelsea doing like a shared document where I have to check off like months of like this is how much you read in like a week or whatever. Like the way that Darren trains for running, I would like that, but with books. Because I do think with my ADD, it's really hard for me to saddle up with a book and be like, I'm gonna just, but I am in the middle of reading It Didn't Start With You. I'm still reading that book right now, which I think we talked about before.
Can you send me a list of like the 10 books that we've talked about like in the last or you've read recently, and then I'll post them on here. And then I'll probably read a few of the ones. There was one about people liking you or not liking you or something.
I wanted to read that too.
I wanted to read that one. I want to do 20 books this year.
Okay.
10 audio and 10 actually on.
I like that because you give yourself a break.
Yeah, because audio, I'm trying to cut down on podcasts.
Okay.
Not this one, obviously. Cut down on podcasts.
You're killing us.
And now Spotify has books. So then I want to listen to 10 books.
Yeah.
And I want to read either through the Libby app that we use or a hard copy.
Okay.
I want to read. So I want to read. I'll probably listen to The Body Keeps the Score. I want to read.
My gosh, The Body Keeps the Score is so good. Burnout is so good. Yeah. That one, the one I'm liking is really good.
I want to read 1984.
I'm only on like chapter 6 right now. This one that I'm reading now.
Yeah.
I really should probably incorporate like some drama or like other types of books that I like to read, which I'll hit Chelsea up for those.
I've never read 1984, so I want to read that.
Darren read that.
But then just kind of go with what I haven't really put together a list. A couple memoirs, a couple like I don't really like not fiction a lot, but I want to try some good fiction books.
Did you read The Glass Castle, Chelsea? Like I love that book for a book that's not about like mental health stuff.
Yeah. It's actually
I would like Chelsea to give me a recommendation list actually for me.
Yeah.
She just
I think you would be able to do that really well.
Yeah.
Did you just post one on?
I sent it.
She sent it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on her.
Oh, it's in my subscribe.
Yeah.
It's in your subscribe. Pour two blog.
Well, that's just the like top 10.
Pour2.com.
Oh, stop.
Where'd that come? Where'd you?
It's right here.
Oh,
He gets so awkward.
you kill me.
And
Yeah.
I love it because you're not even bringing it up. We are.
Yeah.
And you're like, this is embarrassing. But really, we love it.
Yeah. Okay. So then,
All right. I'm just looking for the book recommendations.
all right. So find the book recommendations. We'll post those. We'll maybe ask for recommendations on books,
Yeah, that would be great.
listeners.
I like that.
And then the last thing is music. So
Okay.
for me, the last 2 years have been very heavy. Turnstile, Oasis, Charlie Crockett. I feel like
Okay.
probably
Let's not
be
forget Zach Bryan.
no, this is the last 2 years.
Forget Zach Bryan, baby. Woo!
But the last few months, it's been heavy.
Okay.
Zach Bryan, Queens of the Stone Age, randomly. I've been
Oh.
really liking them a lot.
Okay.
And then like High Viz and Charlie Crockett still. He's kind of been like right there. And Sturgill Simpson all the time. I really like. So I feel like this year I'm probably gonna not get sick of Zach Bryan, and I'm probably not gonna get sick of Charlie Crockett or
Yeah.
but
They're
I think
going to be for the long haul, really.
yeah. And then always Oasis, but Queens of the Stone Age are
Do
really
you usually plan out your year for music?
no, but I the
This is
last
the
2
first time
years.
that I've been asked to do that.
But the last 2 years, I just mean like where are you like
Yeah.
trending? Because the last 2 years, I've been like, oh, I'm really into Turnstile, and that
Yeah.
stuck all year.
Yeah.
I could see Zach Bryan kind of being all year. So yeah,
I feel like it's because what you end up getting into, you start rabbit holing that genre, maybe is what you're saying.
I don't know because I get really like I yeah, I don't know. I guess in a way, but also I can just listen to the same thing nonstop.
Well, I am listening to Steven Sanchez probably for the next year straight solidly.
Steven Sanchez.
Yeah, Steven Sanchez. I just started listening to him while we were not potting.
Okay.
And I cannot stop.
All right.
Got like this Western kind of like, yeah, people that have heard of him, you probably have already heard of him, but you just didn't know maybe that was his song.
Yeah.
But I can't seem to stop listening to him. And also Laurie Anderson. I don't know if you like, she does a lot of like artistic music, like where she's more just talking and like computer type stuff.
Like Yoko Ono.
Oh, not Yoko. Oh no.
I'm just kidding.
Have you heard that clip on Instagram that says you don't know me, but I know you, and it's computerized?
Mm-mm.
No.
It's gonna be embarrassing to try to emulate, so I'm not going to, but there's like an 8-minute long song that she made that a lot of people have used on social media. And it's a picture, it's like it shows them. And then at the end, and it says during this whole month, musical moment, it says, you don't know me, in this kind of like beautiful music and computer voice. And then it says, but I know you. And then it shows a picture of them as a child. And I rabbit holed those one day, and it is very emotional to watch them all with
Interesting.
song. And now I just started like going through all of like her life, what she's all about, like her artistic life. Listen to an interview with her and I want to say Wes Anderson, the one that does the podcast about grief.
Podcast about grief. Wes Anderson.
Wes Anderson's the director, the movie director.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just thinking that name, but that's not it. He was the news guy too.
Grief.
Oh, Anderson. What's the news guy?
Cooper. Anderson.
Yeah,
Anderson Cooper.
yeah, him.
He's had some stuff happen.
Yeah, he has I listened to his whole podcast one day, every episode.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, and it was just very intense. And he interviews Laurie Anderson. So then that made me go even more into it. And it was very cool. I liked hearing all about her and her life, you know, and then yeah, listen to that album. And then I heard that song on that album and I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my
Huh.
gosh,
Have to
that
check
is
it
where
out.
that sound clip is from. That's really cool.
How do
Yeah.
you guys feel about having like picking your songs, 1, 2, 3, whatever, and then just saying a little bit more about why that song? Because I feel like
I like that. It's
someone
really
else actually
original.
suggested that.
Okay.
One of the listeners suggested that, and I feel like I would be more inclined to add a song to my list if I heard the reason behind it.
That would take a little bit more mental
But you
work,
could just pick one.
Yeah.
but I would be willing to do it if it was one song. It would be more personal.
Yeah.
All right. So let's just do one song, but we'll do like a blurb on it.
Okay. Well, I think
Well,
I
real
did.
quick.
I mean, it could be as simple as like, I just really love the beat,
Yeah.
or I love
Yeah.
the violin in this song or something. This is about the time I start to get antsy.
Now she's getting
Even
antsy.
just
Okay.
Let's
So
go.
I already said my song because I think I said a background to it then. So
Okay.
Laurie Anderson. Yeah, Laurie Anderson. Let me look at the exact title, but
do you know?
yeah, that's
Okay.
gonna be my jam, I guess, this time.
I'm gonna go just start off with Zach Bryan for the year. I'm gonna do 3, but all from the same album because we've been listening to Zach Bryan live a lot.
Okay,
It's
cool.
fun. I'm gonna do No Cure, Jamie, and Burn, Burn, Burn.
Wow, I'm surprised.
Nice. Okay,
What were you
cool.
thinking I was gonna pick?
Something in the Orange
Something in the Orange is pretty good.
and
Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma City.
But we put Oklahoma City.
Okay.
That was when Ryan was on. We put
Oh.
that like the studio version.
Okay, but the orange one, I don't think I've heard that.
Something in the Orange is like his hit. Like you'd probably hear it, know it if you
Oh,
heard it.
okay. Okay, gotcha.
So
I'm excited for our new year, guys.
new year, we got a new pod. Me and Darren. We got.
I'm thrilled about the new pod, guys.
Huh?
Do I not get to do?
Oh,
song?
sorry, Chelsea. Chelsea gets to add.
Healthy songs were also.
Well, you said you weren't a
okay.
guest, so I guess I forgot.
I didn't know I was chopped liver.
I think my eyebrows say it all.
I just, when they are on the cap of
It's
your
pretty
hat,
funny.
it is, I can't stop looking at it.
Weird.
All right, what do
my
you got?
song is
What a Chelsea song.
my song is Dolly Parton, Jolene.
Oh my
It's a good one.
word.
Good, solid.
I have loved that song since I was a kid,
Perfect.
and there's no Dolly on your list.
There isn't.
So
Wow.
you need a little Dolly. You need to dolly it up.
All right.
You need to dolly it up. That's
If you're
so
listening to this
Dolly.
episode, Dolly is on the list already.
Oh, wait. Oh, because I just added it.
Yeah, because by the time they listen to this, Dolly
What are
Parton
you
will be on
I
the.
was like, oh, did I miss someone's Dolly?
I know. I was like,
Yeah.
wait, Jake. I was like, strike 2 about our guest. Shit.
Ouch. Yeesh.
First, don't want her songs, then berate the songs.
We have to go do something really fun aside from this because this
Wow.
is boring.
Okay, well, I've got to go make sure Cutie Girl's fur balls are still on the back deck that she puked up.
I'm gonna go pick up the glass from the glass that Jake broke 2 weeks ago off the ground.
She's new. She's working on
Yeah.
it. She'll get better.
I'm really good
Well,
We'll get
If
out.
you
We'll
need-
we'll log off, and she'll think of a really good one. But
I should have thought of it beforehand.
if you could have, stuck to editing, that might have been better.
if you could have, I need to go